the elements, how all this works. You may have files on your computer, you have files on your phone, collection of files. This road is bumpy, right? Your domain, your host, and your website itself. Got it? Domain, host, website. 3 different things. Hey, what's up? Ken Collins here. And I was just thinking some questions that people ask me all the time. And a big one that I get is some confusion about when I'm doing websites, building websites for people. There's confusion about the elements, how all this works. So, for instance, if you have somebody designing a website for you, what are they actually doing? I'll tell you. They are actually creating files that have been coded, but these files interact with each other, right? So that's pretty much it. They're creating files with programming on them to make your website look and act a certain way. And that's what you're paying for, is the files. Now there may be some other things. So with a website in itself is just that. It's a collection of files that interact with each other. Those files have to sit somewhere. Just like you may have files on your computer, you have files on your phone. I'm sure you've got pictures on your phone, right? Those are just files, and they sit somewhere. So the pictures that you take with your phone, they sit on your phone. The documents that you save on your computer, they sit on your computer. You might be in an office and they've got a server, and you can save files up on that server. It's not on the computer that you're sitting at your work, your desk, but it's in the building, or it's in another building, a corporate office or something like that. There is a computer somewhere, a server, that those files are sitting on. So your website, collection of files, they've got to have somewhere to sit. That would be a host. So if you have a website, you're probably paying hosting fees. You're probably not hosting it yourself. There's some people that I know that are hosting it themselves, and they have constant problems with it going down. So I would not recommend hosting it yourself. It's not expensive. Just get yourself a website host. So what you're paying for with a website host, there's some differences there. But a website host owns the servers that your files are sitting on. And so it's taking up space on their servers, so they're going to charge you for that. But also, if anybody's visiting that website, they're accessing those servers to get those files. So they've got traffic in and out of their servers. So you're paying for that as well. Now they may do some other things for you, like backups in case something happens, and they've got backups and they can restore your website and make sure it stays up, all that kind of stuff. Some security things. There's all kinds of things that they may add on to that service, their hosting service. So that's another element. That's 2 elements. One of them is your website collection of files. Second one is the hosting. That is a totally different thing, and it's just where your website sits. The other element to that is you've got to have a website address, or else you're going to have some wonky address to get to your website. This road is bumpy, right? Anyway, it's bumpy and windy. So the third element there is your website address, and that's your domain name. Okay, so instead of going to 168.blah/something or other, that's not very user friendly for a website. You go to a website register, such as GoDaddy, and if you're looking for one, that's the one I'd recommend. There's plenty of them out there, but I recommend them. They're big, they're well known, they're good. Just go to GoDaddy, GoDaddy.com, buy yourself a domain. So anyway, you have your domain, which is mine is kencollinsmarketing.com, right? So I went to GoDaddy and I bought that. It was available, I bought it. So when I tell people to go to www.kencollinsmarketing.com, it's got to look for the register of that address to tell them where to go. So traffic gets sent to GoDaddy and says, hey, where's kencollinsmarketing.com? And GoDaddy says, oh, it's over there. It's on these servers over there, my host. So it goes to the host and says, hey, I'm looking for this particular website. And they say, oh, yeah, okay, when you're looking for this website, it's these files right here. So 3 different elements for a website: your domain, your host, and your website itself. The domain is through a register, and it is the address. It can move around and point to anywhere you want to point to. The host can be anybody with a server that is able to take care of website traffic and pointing it in the proper place and all that kind of stuff. That's your host. Your website itself is just a collection of files. Got it? Domain, host, website. 3 different things. Sometimes 3 different services, 3 different fees. Hope that clears it up for you.